Hey guys, we're from Marveldcforum. I'm Hawkeye. I'm here with Dean Doom,
The third.
and Bob Dole.
What's up?
And we're here to give you a review on Fear Itself, a new comic that we updated in our digital library. What do we got going on there?
Well, basically, the digital library is one of our site's biggest things. It gets a lot of traffic, and we just put comics on it every month. And it's not a torrent, it's just like free, easy comics, and don't have to go through spyware or torrenting or anything like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a member. You can actually go on it as a guest.
But for the guests, like you're not able to get to all the comics. The two guest ones we have are AVX and The Killing Joke right now.
Yeah, but if you are a member, you get all of the comics. And the ones we did this month are Fear Itself, Walking Dead, Graphic Novel 5 and Graphic Novel 6. We did Justice League, New 52, and Suicide Squad, New 52.
Alright, pretty cool. So now we're going to give you guys a review of Fear Itself. Alright guys, tell me what you think about Fear Itself.
I liked it.
That was decent. That's being nice about it.
I think it was decent. It's actually, I thought it was pretty good. The storyline was really cool.
Spoiler alert. Too.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
We're gonna spoil the crap out of this.
Yeah,
if you really are going to want to read this thing, don't listen to what we're about to say.
Yeah.
Or
You can just skip to the ratings.
Yeah,
At the end.
yeah, or listen, because we're gonna rate it at the end. So, I thought it was really cool though. First, like the thing starts out, you know, Odin's all in Asgard or whatever.
Yeah, we should give them a warning. The start of it sucks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The first book is awful.
Across the board, like all of us will agree that the starting was terrible.
Yeah, don't judge it on the start because it has like Red Skull's daughter in it, which nobody knew existed. And
Was this like the first time she ever popped up in anything?
Yeah, I thought she was just a random burn victim.
her
I didn't
name
know
is
who she
Sin.
was.
Also, that's
I
pretty
seriously
crazy.
thought it was I thought it was Red Skull like had a gender change or something. Like they pulled
Yeah.
like a Nick Fury kind of thing.
Yeah, I
with
thought
him.
it was just him with the feminine artist drawing him.
I don't know who that guy was with her or whatever. You know, she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it's-
your father a favor," and she's like, "I'm here with you."
So-
And then she ends up betraying him.
Yeah,
So
so
talking about Baron von Zito. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
oh yeah, he's popular.
He's the
Everyone
main
knows that
character.
guy.
Yeah, I forgot his name. My bad. There's like tons of.
Alright.
I've
characters.
known about him, but I've never read anything with him in it.
He's in
Yeah.
the old Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay. He's just some guy skilled with guns, I guess. I don't know.
He's a Captain America villain. Anyway, you're getting off point.
Okay.
So, the first chapter, honestly, it sucks. Don't judge it on that. Afterward, it gets really good, though. I think, like, if you like Captain America, read this. It has amazing Captain America moments.
Yeah. What's really cool about the story is it starts off, like we said, Red Skull's daughter or whatever. She's going through something, trying to find.
Yeah, what does she do again?
She had a dream about a hammer. And she's like, I'm the daughter, blah, blah, blah. I'm the daughter. And then finally she goes in this one little area where it's got a bunch of booby traps.
Well, it was I mean, like her dad had tried to do it.
Yeah.
Like, and then she was kind of having like,
Yeah, it's
the,
like
oh, I'm
Indiana
the one to
Jones
fulfill
temple.
this.
Yeah, like going to the Temple of Doom, basically, like you said.
Somehow, she activates something and hammers start dropping, right?
Well, what happens is she finds the hammer first, and then it takes her over, and then she goes and finds Odin's brother.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it releases him.
Which is a thing.
Well, yeah,
Odin's brother.
she
will-
finds the hammer, becomes like Sakai or something like
Yeah,
that.
something weird.
Yeah, so she's not like Sin anymore. She's got the hammer. So like when Thor gets the hammer, it becomes Thor. So she gets the hammer, she becomes like Sakai, and then like goes and uses that hammer to open up the serpent, which is Odin's brother.
Yeah, they call him the Serpent the entire time, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But let's skip to where it gets interesting. Like, the hammers start dropping, right? Because
Yeah.
of Odin's brother.
So Odin's brother's like, you know what? I'm just gonna start dropping hammers like Thor.
I think what is he
Thor.
says like arrive or something.
Yeah. well, he basically just drops the hammers like to all the most beefiest guys in
yeah,
Marvel.
that part's awesome. That's
like,
my favorite
Like
part.
Juggernaut's sitting there lifting like all kinds of crap.
I think
and then,
he's in the Thunderbolts with, like,
Yeah.
the...
But
He was in,
he's
he was in
like-
the training
Yeah,
facility.
he's training. He's like lifting stuff.
And then a hammer just
Freaking
drops
hammer
right
drops.
next
He's
to
like,
him.
oh, look at this. And he lifts it. And he's like, rah! He just turns into
they
a monster.
get, like, electricity armor, and then they start speaking gibberish and change
Yeah.
their name.
Yeah, and they change like their name. And they all have this like text like Eater of Souls, Bringer of the Death, or all these
Yeah.
weird things.
The other people that got him are Hulk.
hmm
He was an awesome one to get the hammer.
Yeah.
And Thing from Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So it wasn't just like villains that got him. It was also like superheroes.
Yeah, and then they turned evil.
Yeah, and then another person like
Two of the like Masters of Evil. One of them was like that strong girl. I can't
And it was
remember
like
her name.
Absorbing Man. or
Yeah,
something?
Absorbing Man and her wife,
yeah.
or his wife. I don't remember.
Yeah,
her
she's
name.
but she gets her hammer. He's like, "What about mine?" She's like, "We gotta go find yours. Let's go get it." And then
Yeah,
go together.
literally, she's like,
Yeah.
"It's in the north," and then like that was one of my pet peeves. It was just like she was just like, "It's in the north," and then they just
Could be
don't.
anywhere.
They don't show anything, and then all of a sudden it's like they don't show like I know this is kind of stupid, but I want to see a little trick of them going to get
Well,
it.
that's got to be an off comic or something.
Yeah, I know,
probably.
but it's like I never did see the
Yeah.
comic of that. But all of a sudden, it's like he just has it now, and Absorbing Man is.
Well, they're the two lamest ones that have the
Yeah.
hammers. Hulk and Thing and Juggernaut are pretty.
Yeah.
pretty
So you got
awesome.
these guys just going around the whole world, just terrorizing everybody.
Yeah, the more fear they instill in everybody, the stronger like Odin's brother gets.
Yeah,
Right?
like
Wasn't-
it's basically like the Majin Buu setup. I don't know if you remember Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z. They're just like, oh, let's fight so Buu can get stronger. Basically, that's what they're doing.
But wasn't there 8 hammers that dropped or something? I feel like there's somebody we're missing out of like.
It must be somebody stupid.
Yeah, 'cause
I even.
It showed like the first ones. It was like the Thing, like the Hulk and stuff. They made like 2 pages of it, and then like the other ones are like, wow, they got a hammer. It just barely showed.
Yeah, but like you don't ever see them fighting that person.
We'll put a
They
picture.
suck.
We'll put a picture up if we miss somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, there
Those
was
are-
a lot of hammers.
We just got the main characters, like the main people who are in there, just beating up the crap out of like the whole
So-
planet. And everybody's like freaking
Yeah.
out.
I just
yeah.
think it's like they're like ones in like Hulk's in Brazil, things like in New York, stuff. They're all over the place,
Yeah.
and they were just like destroying the whole world. And the whole time you start seeing all these like broadcasts going out. That's basically like the end of the world. We're
Yeah.
out of
They're
food.
like-
Everybody's gonna die.
Yeah.
They're like rioting and
Yeah.
everyone's freaking out.
And the whole time, Odin's brother's like, yes, I'm getting more powerful. We can like sense everybody's fear and all this stuff, and that gets him more stronger
Yeah.
and gets him more younger.
This is right after Dark Reign and the Siege. So like Captain America's back and Thor is back. But Captain America, we should note, he's in his little gay outfit of like head of S.H.I.E.L.D. outfit. He's not.
Yeah,
Captain
well, yeah.
America.
Bucky Barnes is Captain America, and Steve
Yeah.
Rogers is actually Steve Rogers at this point.
Oh, and this is also a very important part. Like Thor's in Asgard. Like he's seeing this stuff go down, and Odin's like, "Hey, Thor, well, we're not." He's like,
Well,
"Dad, we gotta save them." And he's
they're
like,
not-
"We're gonna destroy the whole planet."
Well, they're not in Asgard. They start off on Earth, and then then Odin just like he senses his brother back, and basically goes, "Oh crap, my brother's back. Peace out," and then just leaves the Earth.
Yeah.
And then Thor's like, "I can't leave him.
Yeah.
We gotta save him." And then Odin's like, "Nope," and just has the crap beat out of like Thor,
Yeah.
and drags him back to Asgard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the whole time they're up there, they're just like, "Well, we gotta kill Earth because that's the serpent's like source of power. So screw it, we're not gonna fight.
Yeah.
We're just gonna kill everybody."
He's like, "We're gonna destroy
Odin is a
Midgard."
douche in this. Comic.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm kind of ignorant. I haven't read too much Thor stuff. I've seen basically like the movie,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like Odin's just this super douche that's like, just kill everybody, just
Yeah.
just done, just kill him.
And he, like the whole time in the comic, he's all like, "I'm the all father of everything." Blah 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 blah.
So let's talk about some of the epic scenes in it. Like, isn't there one where Captain America yells at Odin?
Yeah, he's like, "If you're so all father, then why are you letting us like,
Yeah.
basically like die? down here.
And
You're like
then-
leaving us."
There's a point because like Bucky Barnes gets killed by Sin.
Oh
so,
yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
That's
so
the best.
Captain-
She like rips his arm off.
Yeah,
She
she like
just
rips his like
murders him.
bionic arm off, like throws him, and he's like dying. And then so Steve Rogers becomes Captain America again, and then so he's just super pissed off. His like best friend just died, so he goes straight to like Odin, and he's basically like, "You son of a," and then just like starts yelling at him, and then like Odin's like, "I'm a god, and you're talking to me like
yeah,
this."
he's like, no mortals ever talked to me like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain America's like, "Well, I just did."
Yeah. And then like
That was cool.
he starts like yelling at him and everything, and then he just like like in the midpoint when he's yelling at him, he like
Oh,
teleports him to Earth.
And he goes, he's like, damn it.
He just like just teleports him like everybody there.
Yeah.
And then so like everybody's freaking out. Everybody's trying to fight these guys with these huge hammers and stuff, and like everybody's just like, crap, this could be the end of the world.
Yeah, Thor, he comes back to Earth, and then they keep saying some prophecy where he's going to die, right?
Yeah.
The prophecy was he would kill the serpent and then
But he
take
would
9 steps back and then fall.
Yeah. It'd be something like that. It was something like prophecy, like the son of Odin would, basically. Like,
Yeah, and he's like, I don't care.
yeah, but
And his dad, Odin, is like, don't go there, you'll die. And he's like, I gotta help him, you won't.
yeah, it's pretty insane. So,
I really like the scene where Captain America is like trying to hold like the line, and everyone leaves. Like all the civilians leave and the army guys leave, and he's just sitting there with like 5 guns.
yeah,
and, like,
because his
holding
shield,
two-
his shield
I was
breaks
gonna
in
say,
half.
like-
Oh yeah, let's say that.
Yeah, his shield like definitely breaks in half. That chick, he like doesn't the serpent break it, right? He throws it at him or something like that. And he just like
he shatters it, and you see this like epic cover or like panel of him just being like, my shield.
He's literally like just picking up pieces of it, and you can tell he's just like, there's like a tear like in his mask.
yeah. And another big thing too is like they don't have any like weapons or something. So like Iron Man like is like yelling at Odin too. Also, he's like, let me help them. Let me do what I do best is create weapons.
Which this could be something I didn't understand, but I thought it was so stupid how he contacts Odin. he's like, he goes to this, like, where Asgard used
That
to
was
be.
stupid.
He gets, like, on his knees, and then he, like, opens a bottle and just starts drinking.
Yeah.
And he's like, Odin, I've given you this, I've given you this, I've given you this. I'll give you the last thing I have, my sobriety. And I was like, so, what? Like, like that's
was
a
just supposed to be-
sacrifice or something?
It's supposed to be like an epic speech, but it was a weird intro.
Yeah, and then he's basically just getting drunk, and, like, Odin shows up, and then it's like...
Odin like
then he
teleports him to
starts yelling at him.
Yeah, and then he teleports him to Asgard, like basically, and he's like, and he just starts like, he builds all these like weapons for each Avenger, like a unique weapon for all of them.
Well, yeah, he says an epic speech, and finally Odin's like gets him to build some weapons.
Yeah.
But the speech is something like, you know, look at this. Your brother's giving everyone hammers, and they're killing us. You're just sitting there watching. At least help. Or Odin chimes in, and he's like, I'm not going to help you with this fight. And he's like, I don't want your help. I just want weapons.
Yes, he's like, I make weapons. That's what I do. He's like,
Yeah.
just let me make weapons. And Odin's like, okay, you have a good
Yeah,
point.
fair
Go make
enough.
weapons. Yeah,
And they make
I'm not
some
helping you.
pretty baller weapons.
Yeah, well, like basically they make them and they throw them into that pit, you know, that holy
Yeah.
pit or whatever.
Well, because like Odin, the god, has to bless these weapons.
Yeah, and then what's so funny is too, I'm pretty sure Stark, like he's like, Stark, what are you gonna use? And then he throws all his armor in there, and I guess like no, he actually has his armor on.
Yeah, he
jumps
flies
in,
into it.
Yeah, he jumps into like you could like burn and die. He's like, oh, I don't care, and he just jumps in
Yeah,
there,
he takes a giant
and
risk.
then it's just all like.
So,
and it
what are
cuts.
some of the weapons?
Someone like Hawkeye got a cool bow, of course.
Yeah, he couldn't miss, right? It was
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
He would
was like,
shoot
he
down
was
the
showing there was
guy,
like curving it in and stuff.
yeah.
But that was kind of like my pet peeve of it.
Uh-huh.
It was like, the thing I knew about like Fear itself was like these dudes got hammers and stuff, and they got their own special weapons, and then they got it, and then you really don't see them do anything.
Yeah, they
cool
pretty
with
much
it.
won right away.
Yeah.
The second they get the weapons, it's like 2 pages, and then they won the war. So
Yeah,
it's like
it-
Spider-Man gets this like thing that
Yeah.
goes around here, has a spike that comes down, and you see one picture of him going like this, and then that's it. And then
Yeah.
Wolverine gets these like gauntlets that he like looks super sick.
Yeah, his claws are like
Doctor
blessed.
Strange
Yeah.
just gets a staff. It doesn't like do anything.
You know, and that's the thing. It's like it looks stupid, but that could be super sick if you was
Yeah.
to actually use it.
Maybe there's like the off comics have it,
And then,
but it
and
was
see, that's
short.
what originally I was saying. Like I thought it was stupid because I didn't see Luke Cage with a weapon, but then you guys were like, "Oh, he's off in the
Yeah, he was
the other
off
Avengers."
doing some other stuff because they were like, y'all gotta hold this line over here. Y'all gotta evacuate everybody. That's what he was doing.
Which, like, real fast, that was like my favorite part of this is so like I thought first of all that was kind of stupid. Iron Man comes back and he's like, I got you all guys weapons except for Captain America because nothing can beat the shield. He literally says that. And then they go, oh, BT Dubs, his shield just got shattered to a million pieces. And then like Iron Man's like, oh my god, that happened. And then so like Captain America's just at the front line. This whole time they've just been showing these like bunch of like rednecks holding this like town. They just didn't want anybody to come in. And then now they've actually become like the front line in this battle, and he's up there leading them. And he gets like knocked down to the ground, and then this one guy grabs his hand to pick him up, and he thinks it's Luke Cage, and he's like, hey, thanks. And he's like, Luke Cage or whatever. And then the guy's like, no, it's just Rick, and it's this fat old bald guy. And then he's like Captain America starts kind of muttering to himself, and then he's like, I got news for you. We're all Avengers now, making like short little fat Rick like an Avenger. And I was like, part of me is just like the old soldier. I was like, whoo. I was like, that's sick.
It's like the Futurama where they're like, we're all Globetrotters in this room.
Yeah. But then it's like immediately after that, that was the part where I was like, yeah, I'm finally enjoying this. All of a sudden it just plummeted because like
Yeah.
the next scene is literally just like Thor going, like.
Well, wait, we forgot the most epic scene in the whole thing. Captain America actually picks up Thor's hammer in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, I hated and loved that.
I loved it. It was awesome.
Okay.
Because
That was awesome.
that was actually the thing. That was he says we're all Avengers now, and he looks at it and he goes, I know, and they're like, what are you doing? He just grabs Thor's hammer and just picks it up, and he's like,
And lightning's everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we
It's
also
awesome.
forgot another big part too. Odin gave Thor the sword, like his sword.
the
like-
Ragnarok.
Yeah, the Ragnarok, the thing that can like just defeat anything, like basically. So that's why also Cap picked up his hammer because sword. Thor got like an ultimate sword, dude.
Yeah, true. So, what would y'all rate it?
I would definitely give it a 9. I liked it. That was really good.
6 or 5 because like I said that the ending killed it. I mean, just They get the weapons, they have it for like a few seconds, and that was what I was looking forward to the whole time, and it's just nothing. And then the battle between Thor and the Serpent, they've been building up the entire time. It's stupid because it's all it's just Thor plunging the knife into his head, and then the Serpent dies. Then Thor falls to the ground and dies. And then the way the ending itself is stupid. Like Odin just goes okay and just kicks everybody out of Asgard. Like he goes, picks up his brother's dead body, doesn't go to Thor's funeral, just picks up his brother's dead body, goes to Asgard and kicks everybody out. And that's how it ends. And he's just like, I'm your keeper now. He just said screw you to his son and didn't like...
Well, they always have issues.
It's his funeral. I was just like, and that's your brother that just tried to kill everybody, but you want to watch him forever.
Well, Thor's already back in Marvel now. So.
Yeah.
I had actually rated a 9.5. Like, maybe I'm just a sucker for, like, epic moments, because I just think it had some of the most epic moments of any comic I've read. Just picking up Thor's hammer, just Cap like holding the line with the guns. The armors they got at the end, even though it was short-lived, it was really exciting. And like whenever I saw like Juggernaut get a hammer, I was like, oh, they should give Thing a hammer. And then on the next page they gave Thing a hammer, and I'm like, whoa, they should give Hulk a hammer. And then they gave Hulk a hammer. I was like, this is awesome. So I was just really digging it.
Yeah, I could agree with you on that one. That's pretty good. So basically, we just covered Fear itself. So if you guys ever want to check it out, be sure to go to our digital library.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description, but definitely check out the library. You have to sign up if you want to get all the comics, but they're free, so check it out.
Alright, till next time, guys. See you guys later. Peace out.
Bye-bye now.